boards, yeah, my bad. Vision boards.
Vision boards. Ooh,
Yeah.
sorry, my contact. Mm-hmm.
Why vision boards? What are you looking to bring to life?
Boards. You know, I feel as though all of us, despite our stories, despite our backgrounds, we have desires. Desires that sometimes we're not comfortable with sharing, desires that we're afraid to come to life, just these inner, wants and needs, right? And so for the vision board party, I wanted people to put that out, right? To see it on paper. Some people did digital vision boards, just being creative in different platforms. But I wanted people to see it. You know what I mean? One, to acknowledge that I want these things. You know what I'm saying? And to actually see it. And with the vision board party, and I created a workbook in conjunction with it. But, how can we actualize the things that you want? Because it is attainable. And so even in my practice, I'm like, yes, you can be that person that you always wanted to be, right? So despite the fear of failure, despite the imposter syndrome, despite, rejection that you've received, like, go after those stuff, after those things, because again, you deserve it. So with the vision board party, again, this was my first one. I wanted it to be in person, but listen,
the pandemic.
Amarion was he was outside. Okay, right. He's still outside, but it was surging at that point, and so it became a virtual event. But it was small, and even I'm just having a transparency moment. It was small, and as I was going through the process of getting ticket sales and advertising for it, there was a part of me that was like discouraged. I was like, I know that this is like a dope thing to do, you know what I mean? And like I said, although the participants didn't know they knew about the workbook, but they didn't see the workbook. But I just knew that there was just like so much with this event that is amazing. But I'm like, yo, only like 10 people have bought a ticket, and most of these people are like my friends, So there was a moment where I had to say, Unique, and I shared this with you, I had to say, Unique is not about like the quantity, it's about the impact that you're gonna have, right? And so I had to have a little moment with myself, because I was like, when nobody want to come to this.
Those moments are important.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And so when you talk about that photo shoot I did at the Black Hair Experience, the post was about trusting your dopeness.
Yeah.
And like I said, I went to the Black Hair Experience after the event to kind of, celebrate. And plus I had family and friends in town. Mm-hmm. But that whole event was amazing. And what's interesting enough is that actually a couple of my clients came to this vision board party, and I didn't advertise it so much to my clients, and I told them, I was like, because I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things that we talk about in session, so I don't want you to pay a ticket and then come to it and be like,
girl, I got this already.
Oh, girl, I got this. I paid this for what we talk about a lot. So, but the blessings came, like I said, at least I want to say 4 or 5 of my clients came and said that they got something from it. And so essentially, from the vision board party, we're building a community, right? Because I was like, I don't want this to be like a one-stop shop, because throughout the year there are so many things that get in our way. And although I've outlined that in the workbook and provided folks with tools on how to overcome that stuff, but we still need conversations. So I'm actually circling back around to the people to say, okay, we had our vision board party, hip hip hooray, but let's do a check-in, right? And is there a topic that you guys want me to cover that you're struggling with right now at the beginning of the second quarter? So quarterly, I want us to come together to be like, all right, let's check in with one another, right? Is there additional support that you need? Because again, we start off so strong, and or not, in the beginning of the year. Like some people pick up wind as you know, we've been talking about in the springtime, coming out of seasonal depression. So it's like, okay, now you outside, you know what I mean? So it's just so many different, you know, things that happen to us and to our goals throughout the year. So I just want to, like I said, continue to have the conversation. So my hope is, like, in the next month or so, we can come back together and keep the good times